Hi Lucy.
Hi Frank, how are you?
I'm great. I just finished a long bike ride and transition run.
Just finished. When did you start?
I pushed off at 7 a.m., rode 20 miles before the group ride, did 80 miles with the group, then rode home. After that, I immediately put on my running shoes and went up and down the mountain for 2 hours.
You rode 120 miles and then ran up and down the mountain for 2 hours?
Yes. I'm so excited. I'm getting so fit.
How many miles are you doing every week?
Well, let me think. On Monday, I swam and rode. On Tuesday, I ran, then rode, then ran. On Wednesday, I rode twice, then swam. On Thursday, I swam and ran. On Friday, I ran, swam, and rode. I think that adds up to 600 miles. Wait, that doesn't sound right. I must have done more than that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Tomorrow is Sunday. That's going to be my big day of training.
What are you going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm going to swim across the bay for a few miles, then ride back around the bay for 50 miles, then repeat until I get tired, or the sun goes down.
You don't work out in the dark?
Of course. I love to run in the dark, so I'll do that tomorrow night.
Wow, that's a lot of training, Frank.
Well, it's necessary, Lucy. I have a huge race coming up.
Are you following a training plan?
Yes, I'm following many training plans. I read some good tips from some people who were professional triathletes in the 1800s, so I took all of their best workouts and put them all together.
You're following multiple training plans at the same time?
Yes, of course. I will have the strength and speed of 5 people if I do as much as 5 people.
Well, at least you didn't spend a lot of money on those plans.
Actually, I did. It's very difficult to find a good antique training plan, so it costs a lot to buy one. Buying 5 of them is even more expensive, but it will be worth it when I win the big triathlon.
What else did you buy to help you win?
Lots of things. I have a top-of-the-line blue 70 wetsuit, the best goggles that money can buy, a brand new TT bike with a paper mache frame.
What? A frame made of paper mache?
Well, yes, Lucy. I can't be weighed down by carbon when I'm moving down the road in my aero bars. Plus it's more comfortable considering what I wear when I race.
What do you wear when you race?
Nothing. I race naked. My skin fits me so much tighter than those cycling jerseys do. I think racing naked helps me save 20 seconds.
So you race naked, have 5 training plans from the 1800s, and you bought a bunch of gadgets.
Yes, it was expensive but worth it.
How much have you spent on this triathlon?
At least $20,000, but it will be worth it when I win.
$20,000?
Yes, I had to sell one of my kids.
You sold one of your kids to pay for all of the gadgets for this triathlon?
Well, yes. It was my only option when I lost my job from training too much. It's okay. I didn't like spending time with my children anyway. It took away from my training.
How does your wife and your other child feel about this?
My wife doesn't really care. She has been dating our neighbor since I started this training cycle 2 years ago. My other child is learning to run, bike and swim, so he can spend some time with me.
Is that the only way he will be able to spend time with you?
Well, that's what he thinks, but he's wrong. I'm going to sell him to pay for the next race.
I can't believe your wife is dating your neighbor, and you don't care.
Well, it was going to happen eventually. She moved in with him last month when I lost the house.
You're homeless right now.
Well, yes. It came down to paying my mortgage or buying the bike, and it was a no-brainer.
Where do you sleep?
I try not to. That would take away from my training.
Okay, Frank, I think I see what is going on here. You have sacrificed everything in your life for this race. Which race are you doing?
It's a local sprint triathlon. Last year I finished in 10th place in my age group out of 15 people. There were 300 people in the race. I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when I pass them this year, especially the elderly women and overweight children.
You traded in your life for a local sprint tri. Didn't I beat you at that race last year?
Yes, as you can see, it is totally worth it. I have been stressing about this race for so long. My job, mortgage, wife, and children were just getting in the way. You'll never beat me this year.
Frank, I still have a job, a husband, my children and my friends. I travel, I read, I volunteer for the community. Triathlon isn't my life, it's just something I do for fun, and I do it better than you do.
Don't say that, Lucy. We still haven't raced this year.
Alright, Frank, I'll see you there. Don't draft off of me, and please don't talk to me there.